Hello, this is Honda Man Robert Melnick coming to you from where I live, my apartments in Reno, Nevada, and I was supposed to have an off day today. However, my wife called me a little bit frantic early this morning. A Coca-Cola van had rear-ended her 2014 CR-V. Everybody was okay. Nobody was hurt, and the other driver actually took complete responsibility, both with the police officer that was there and in the accident report. So it wasn't the worst thing that could have happened. It could have been worse. But when things started to settle down, we started to assess the damage of the back of her CR-V and compare it to the Chevy Coca-Cola van, and the results were pretty staggering. That van was about twice the size of this CR-V. Relatively low speed crash, but just to compare the two and the damage is pretty impressive for the CR-V's part. To keep my wife safe, it really speaks well for the Honda, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like, and I'm going to post some of those pictures of the van down in the threads on Facebook. So here's the back of the CR-V. Probably the worst of the dent is right there. You can kind of see on the side there how it's a little bit indented there, and then you kind of come down to the bumper, and we have the sensor that's sunk into the bumper there inside. And the worst of it's that now when you back up, it's sensing that the object's there, but it's really the bumper. So it's beeping a little bit at us right now. And then you have some scuffs right over here. So not really too bad. Kept my wife nice and safe, and I'm really lucky to have been, she's really lucky to have been in this Honda during that crash. So now when you look at those pictures of that Chevy in the threads below, you can see in the front, it's completely caved in, the front bumper of that Chevy van. It's just really impressive, and it goes to show you that size really, it doesn't come into play as much as some people think. Being half the size and looking like, you know, half the damage on our car, as opposed to that huge van. Again, it's just very impressive. It also teaches a little bit of a lesson where this is about $3,000 or so, upwards of $3,000 plus worth of damage in our initial estimates on the CR-V. With this little amount of damage, it's expensive nowadays. So it just makes me want to say, if you ever are trying to get into a car and you're not putting that much money down, or if you're carrying over some negative equity, like in our case we did, it's very important to get your gap insurance. We got it on our CR-V. We carried over that little bit of negative equity, and to see that this low speed crash has $3,000 or so of damage, and all it might take is about another 10 to 15 miles per hour, and you never know how much damage this could cause. It could tweak the frame, whatever the case may be. But this car is probably worth somewhere in the mid-teens at this point, and it probably doesn't take that much more inertia to really cause a very costly accident. So just something to think about. Again, I'm Honda Man Robert Melnick over at Bill Pierce Courtesy Honda in Reno, Nevada, and come by and see me, and I'll take good care of you. Thank you for the opportunity to earn your business.